a lot of people don't know the story, but it was actually a blessing, like how and the way I got kicked out, because literally from my first day and honestly my last day of that school getting kicked out, it's funny, 2 years apart, it's funny how they were like this, like how it was both meant to be. Because my first day of college, all of my teachers put me in a room and they gave me weekend classes because I was... All right, let me just put this out here.
Weekend classes sound
Weekend classes sound like you were downstairs for a while. You ain't never seen Son.
High school
or college?
This isn't...
It's both of them.
I'm going to say both because I
want to say both.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why because I was a 13th grader.
Hey, shout out to the 13th grade.
Yeah. So basically,
Open campus
my
shit.
test scores wasn't high enough to get into school.
Gotcha.
But Albany State at the time, they needed more students. So they basically like, hey, take a placement test. Me being ignorant, I'm thinking all the new freshmen has to take this placement test. So of course I go in there and I take these, like, I ain't gonna lie. It was reading, language, arts, and math. That's what I
talk about it in my
That's
learning support.
When I say like people don't like to believe.
No SAT.
At Fort Valley, we had a bunch of niggas in that shit. I was in them up. It was deep. It was holes in everything.
I sat there and I was like, man, what is this? They was asking me about imaginary numbers. I remember imaginary numbers. I don't remember none of that. So I gave them an imaginary answer. You feel me?
Shut your ass up.
I'm clicking stuff, and I'm so pissed because I'm like, bro, I don't know none of this. I don't remember none of this crap.
None of this shit.
So I failed all three. Right? So then that's when I didn't realize I was in a remedial class until the first day. Like,
but they really needed niggas in school. You feel
Hey, the first day was coloring.
Where we gonna place this nigga?
This nigga had to color the mascot.
We gonna have to create a whole new section for this motherfucker.
He's so talented though.
That's what I knew I was in the
Who's willing to come on the weekend?
Maroon and purple. What?
I knew I was in the world of trouble when I went to class and it was like 8 people in there, right? and about 3 of them niggas was 40. So
I swear to God, if my Clark experience, that's why nobody remember me, bro. Like, I work in a warehouse, bro.
I'm sitting over at Fort
Valley. I fuck with you, bro. That's why I fuck with you now, dog.
We had the same shit.
I was sitting in class, right? And I'm thinking I'm about to see holes. Like,
you feel me? I'm thinking like
I'm in class. And the teacher comes in and like, obviously this is before I got to tell y'all what I tell y'all, but the teacher comes in and this nigga say, I'm looking around like, this nigga done closed the door. All right, so
that's when you at the bottom of the school.
The other students, I don't know. I'm used to big classrooms, whatever. And I was like, yo, so that's all we got. He was like, yeah, this it. This it. I said, what you mean this it? Like, I'm in class with people that's trying to. I'm in an AA math meeting. Just put it that way. Man. I'm sitting there like, bro, ain't no way, bro. So when I found out what was going on, that's when like it just got worse from there, so to speak. But before I even went to that class, they told me that I had to do weekend classes. So when I told them that I can't do that, I travel. I lied. I was like, hey, I travel every weekend from here to home to make music. And the teacher was like, he was like, okay, well, if you really do music, you know what I'm saying, like, let's see you spit something, because we can't take you out of weekend class every other class.
You got to
spit something,
like, bro. I kid this my birthday, bro.
What kind of 1990?
I kid you, bro. I kid you not, bro. Like, this blew my mind.
This nigga was,
he brought.
hey, this nigga went to Daily Mines, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, college.
I said Daily.
Spit, but
time to get live.
That's time to represent. This is the plot of Sister Act 3, nigga, right there.
Come on, nigga.
Nah, but for real though, like he brought in all the teachers, all of my teachers at the time
to see you rap.
Yeah, I kid you.
Bro, that
nigga was radio.
That nigga probably about 25. Goddamn, he probably young.
Like the Albany State diploma, boy.
Nigga, so they set me in front of the teachers and they asked me to do something. So I spit this. I can't remember which one I spit. Pause. But I did a verse. And they was like, all right, cool. We're going to take you out of weekend class, right? So that when I...
Okay.
You rapped your way out of class.
When we went to class...
Nigga failed the fuck out that placement test, but when it came time to rap,
it's funny because the language arts teacher and the reading teacher was like, nigga, if you fail these classes after the bars you done put together, like you deserve to be in like class all week, right? Yeah. So
anyway, said Emancipation Proclamation.
Like, whoa, my God.
So we got back to the class, and he walked in, and he was like, "Yo," he said, "Before we get started, all the students, put your pens and pencils down. It's like, take a look at this young man. His name is Hudson. Get his autograph right now, because in 2 to 3 years, this man's gonna be famous."
Oh shit.
He literally and I was just sitting there like, well, sir, I don't know why you saying that, but I received that. 2 to 3 years later, when I failed out of the last course or whatever, the nigga, that's basically when I went home and I was just like, bro, I got to do something.
Yeah.
So the first time I got kicked out for 6 months, and then went back. Some old bull stuff happened, and I went home for a year. So when I knew I was gonna be at home for the year, that's when I was back at Mom's Duke's cribs, and I was just sitting in front of the computer like, I gotta do something, man. And I was like, I ain't put out no song in a minute. Came up with asking all the questions, and then like the rest was history, bro.